Yo, what's up? This is your boy Cade from the Airport Road Podcast, and I'm joined today with my great co-host, basically my sidekick, if you will, the Robin to my Batman. Just kidding. AJ Lona.
I'm the Superman to your Batman.
Wait, you're Superman, I'm Batman?
I'm the Iron Man to your Captain America.
Oh, God, no.
I'll be Captain America, I don't mind. That's a great looking dude right there.
Yeah, you can be Captain America. I'll be Flash.
Anyway,
Anyway. What's up? We're back. Sorry we haven't posted a video in a while. We've been super busy, and we've had some technical issues at the same time. And while I have you here at the intro, oh yeah, you know us. Technical issues, that's our middle name. Make sure to check out Radio TellABQ, which is a local independent news station here in Albuquerque, where we're based out of. And while you're there, check out the website. Make sure to sign up because I will be hosting the radio show every day from Monday through Friday at 8:30 to 9:30. You can hear me talk about some of the local stuff that's happening in Albuquerque. So really cool.
At the same time, make sure to check out Avid Apparel.
And always check out Avid Apparel. Shout out. Anyway, so what's on the agenda today, AJ? What are we talking about? Because we have nothing, right?
No, we got stuff. I got stuff. I think we got to talk about Meyers Leonard.
Oh, yeah.
All right, break down the situation.
So, apparently, what AJ was showing me yesterday is basketball star, not star.
Okay. It's basketball player.
Role player?
Role player, bench player.
Role player. He was streaming, playing, what game was it?
It was Warzone,
and he got angry in a situation, so he yelled out a racist Jewish slur, anti-Semitic, yeah. So, I mean, we can't really say. It starts with a K.
No, we're not going to say it.
Yeah,
I didn't know what the word was.
Yeah, so I had to kind of give AJ a breakdown what this word was. And I actually didn't know the origins of the K word, so we figured it out. I guess it starts with when
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
People
can inform themselves.
We can break it down.
But what if you're breaking it down wrong, and you're not sensitive about it?
Yeah, that's true. All right.
It's a bad word, right? It's and like I said, I never heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw Heat's Star, which again, he's not a star. He's not even that good.
Mm-hmm.
Heat's Star has anti-Semitic slur online or whatever. And so we watched the clip, and you immediately were like, oh, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, it was terrible. I mean, the way he just said it, too, is just so projected. So we were looking at kind of the past situations that this kind of incident has happened before. PewDiePie. H3H3
after it.
They thrived
In spite of it.
He said the N word plus the F word together. And H3H3, how dare them? You know, Ethan Klein?
Mm-hmm.
Ethan Klein, I'm coming after you, man. I'm going to expose you because I can't stand your station at all, dude.
I'm actually a huge... Is it Meyers Leonard?
What were we saying? Meyer Leonard?
I thought it was Miles.
Meyers Leonard.
Is that right?
Yeah.
See, he's so irrelevant. Nobody knows who he was. That's crazy. Anyway, so the situations are totally different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, H3, his thing was stupid. He was trying to, use the N-word and the F-word.
Mm-hmm.
The way he was going about it was stupid. He was trying to show that, you're not using it with, a racial intent. It doesn't mean anything. Right?
Yeah.
It's just a word. Break it down. You're not trying to be an asshole about it. With PewDiePie, it's a very, very similar situation with PewDiePie and Meyers Leonard. I don't think that's his name.
That is.
Anyway, it's a very similar situation. They're both playing games. Something happened, and they're like, you saying it.
Yeah.
Rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the repercussions have already started. This guy got suspended by the Heat. The NBA is doing an investigation about it. And good, man. I mean, this guy's played only a couple games this year. I think he's injured. I think he has shoulder surgery or something. But, after learning about the word, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. So I think, basically how you kind of break it down is we live in cancel culture 2021 USA right now, right? And I was breaking this down on the radio show this last week. You know, we're talking about canceling people who are already dead and stuff like that. So the people who are alive, they got to live with those repercussions, right? Once you say those words and once it catches wind with society, you're done. You're severed. And that's just what we live in.
Especially today. Like, this was on a Twitch live stream. It was clipped. It was viewed, like, right away. I think there's even a clip of his wife, like, calling him, and he had to get off because he probably knew, like, it probably the hate, and rightfully so, started coming in right away. But I guess this kind of leads into something else I kind of want to talk about on top of cancel culture. Good old friend Pepe Le Pew was canceled. Canceled from Space Jam 2, pulled the controversial character. Now, I didn't know that Pepe Le Pew had this kind of... there's already been before Space Jam 2 was even a thing. Mm-hmm. This guy already has, like, a bad reputation. Mm-hmm. Like, his character trait is, like, sexually assault people, essentially. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I don't know, honestly.
Actually, I think you could say those words.
What?
Say S-A.
S-A?
S-A.
S-A?
Not like, what's up, S-A, but like S. Letter S. Don't say
S.
You know what I mean? It's hard. You gotta do all this stuff. But anyway. So, I guess, you know, people were saying his whole character trait is just him essaying people. And that's why he was pulled from the movie. So there was a scene where, I guess he was doing his shtick. He was essaying somebody, and it was the actress. I forget her name.
Oh, S-A, the letter A.
Yes. Assault, blank assault. You can't say that.
Dude, that's crazy, man.
So anyway, the scene apparently involves Pepe Le Pew and Grace Santo. Never heard of her. It was just cut. And LeBron came in and told him something along the lines of, you know, asking for permission and getting consent and whatnot. Scene was already filmed, scrapped, hadn't been animated, whatever. What do you feel? How do you feel about that whole situation?
I don't know. I'm glad they took it out.
It sounds stupid.
It sounds stupid because, like, honestly, it just sounds really cringy at the same time. Like, I get it. It's very important to kind of address those situations in the right context. Like, nah, I'm good, man. Thanks. But at the same time, hey, it's the first time we're eating on the podcast. Remember how many times we wanted to do that? Mukbang. Anyway, I feel like when I don't know, it's just not right. It's just weird. It's cringy. Like, I get it. We live in woke times, right? That's cool. Like, we're woke. We're two woke dudes right now. But at the same time, it's like, man, it's just. I can only imagine that conversation. So imagine watching that with your kids. I don't know. I really don't know.
But
I don't have kids.
But is it a good thing to try to for kids to see that and be like, oh shoot, you do need to ask for kids. You can't just go up and kiss people and spray them, whatever he does with his, you know, because he's a skunk, right? That was his thing.
Oh,
I don't really remember. I remember, didn't he kiss the old lady in the original movie?
I think so.
Like, without consent? I don't recall.
Kellen Winslow.
But you don't think it's important to have those conversations with kids, or do you think kids are too young? Like, that's something that you should be learning about? To me, it's crazy that people even have to learn that kind of shit.
Yeah, that's true, because that's just like a moral. That's just about having a moral compass, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Knowing what's wrong and what's right.
But surprisingly, that's not the case.
Yeah, because I can't remember a time where my parents sat me down and they had to like have a discussion with me of like, hey, know your boundaries.
No means
right?
no.
Exactly.
No, I
don't think I've ever had that. You just know it. You just
like,
know it. It's an instinct. Yeah.
But there's a lot of guys and women, goes both ways, that just don't know that.
Huh.
Where does it start? On TV?
I guess so. Like, well, you also got to think that everybody has access to internet prawn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you gotta think if like we we were born in the internet age, but I don't. God, man, we're really touching on some touchy subjects. Like, all right, I have a buddy of mine, right? You actually know this guy too. His name starts with a C. Anyway, he found his buddy, or not his little brother, who was like below the age of 10. And he was looking at his iPad and he was just like hardcore prawn. I swear to God. Yeah.
10?
10. Or I don't know. You probably know that kid's age better than I do, but you know what I'm talking about?
No. I genuinely don't.
No.
Hold on, watch. Sorry, Kata, tell me who it was. I know who it is now. Okay.
Anyway, so
That's funny.
yeah, and I mean imagine this, like being that young and just watching just absolute domination railing going on. I mean, it's just like, what do you do at that point? You think this is normal, right?
I have people in my family.
By the way, while you're at it, watch ABQ Solo or listen to ABQ Solo from 8:30 to 9:30.
While you're
Monday through Friday.
scrolling the internet on
Yeah.
your iPad. Gosh. I mean, I've heard so many stories like that just in my family.
Mm-hmm.
It is. But you think that contributes? You think that's what it is now?
I think so, because I think when you're watching at such a young age, and this is what you're viewing, and you know they have plots and scenarios, you know, you're like, oh, this is normal.
But it's not. It's unrealistic.
It's not. I mean,
Yeah.
there's some times in middle school when, you know, you're going through an awkward phase where you hear about some kids doing some outlandish behavior in the classroom, and you're like, oh, shit, that's disgusting.
Like snorting lime salt. That's the kind of stuff I dealt with. I went to Catholic school. I think we had very different middle school upbringings.
I mean, yeah.
The craziest thing that happened when I was in middle school was
Hold up. We're going to take a break for just a sec.
The craziest stuff that would happen when I was in middle school was like these two kids holding hands. And everyone was like, no, that's crazy.
Really?
I got in trouble for that once, middle school. I got in trouble. I think I've told this story probably on the podcast before. I got in trouble in middle school for having a picture of Megan Fox and Jessica Alba on my MySpace page. So we have very different middle school upbringings, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if I can go into detail about this one.
You should.
Well, okay, I will vaguely paint you a picture. So in 6th grade, there was this kid who...
What's his name? What does he do now?
I honestly can't remember his name. He had to transfer. He went from school to school.
He had to?
Yeah.
Because of what you're about to tell me?
Yeah, like it was a urge. It was like a, what's it called, man? Where you have to do it. It's
do what?
Dude, what's it called?
Just say it. We can bleep it.
Pocket pool.
I don't know what that is.
Oh my fucking god! Shit.
1440. We'll bleep it. It'll be funny. What are you talking about?
Dude, he's beating off in class. I was trying to be like PG, but I didn't know how else to break it down, man. We're already We're already so down.
14.
We're in 6th grade.
6th grade?
Mm-hmm.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, like in the middle of the classroom, and like he had to transfer from school to school because he literally couldn't do it. It was like a nervous tick. A nervous tick. Yeah.
That's not a nervous tick.
Or I don't know. It's
I'm sure some people said that. I don't think that's a nervous tick. I think that is.
Yeah.
You don't know what the guy's up to now?
Huh?
You don't know what the guy's up to now?
I have no clue. I think there was another kid who did it too, and I know that dude's name.
Multiple kids in your school did that?
Yeah, he actually went to college with us. He's actually like...
He's actually a great guy.
No, he's like super successful now. He owns a gym. Anyway.
Is he a great guy?
I don't know.
Does he still do that?
I don't know.
That's horrible. Totally different. Yeah, I didn't experience that. Anyway, back to Space Jam. You excited for this movie whatsoever? Were you a fan of the first?
Yeah.
I
could care less about the second. No. Yeah. Are you?
I am. I love the first one, dude. It's still I had downloaded for iTunes. That was like the first movie I ever bought with my own money. So I was a grown up.
99 cents. 99 cents.
It was like $20.
Huh.
Movies are expensive. I got movies that are on my iPad still. They pay like $20 a piece. Remember, I bought the whole season 1 and season 2 of I Love Money. It's like $50 a season.
What show is that?
Never heard of I Love Money? It was one of those like cheap VH1 reality shows.
Oh.
They took people from Rock of Love. They took people from Flavor of Love, I Love New York. All those like, those horrible reality. A Shot of Love with Tila Tequila.
Yeah.
And they put them on like this show. It was pretty cool. It sounds like it's that show that you watch, Big Brother, a little bit. They do like challenges.
Yeah.
They vote each other off. Very similar. Dude, I was obsessed with that show, man. That was such a cool show when I was younger. Anyway, I'm excited. I mean, LeBron's whatever, but LeBron's going to be, he's a much better actor than MJ. The CGI looks pretty cool because it's going to be in 3D, like the shots you see of Bugs and Tweety. Yeah. It looks pretty cool. On top of that, this movie is going to get very controversial. People are upset with the design of Lola Bunny.
Oh, yeah.
Like, genuinely upset. Like, these pocket pullers are upset about this. I wish I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, I can't believe you never heard of that before.
But I don't care. It's a cartoon. You look back at the 1996, I think 97, whenever that movie came out, version of Lola Bunny. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I think the reason what they were trying to avoid is obviously backlash from the women community.
Over-sexualizing
a cartoon.
The only female cartoon character, other than the grandma.
And she's a bunny.
Which
is like the animal race known to just be like over... What's the best way to put this?
I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like a common knowledge that...
Yeah.
They reproduce a lot.
Exactly. There we go.
It's weird, though. I mean, she was curvy back then, like unnecessarily curvy.
Yeah.
Promiscuous.
Yeah, it's weird, yeah.
It was, when you look back at it was weird.
Yeah, it's different
people
times.
People are super pissed about the new design because she just looks like a normal cartoon.
I mean, from what we've been seeing, it's all dudes.
Well, yeah, of course.
All dudes that are like our age.
That was their crush back
that
in
was
the
their
day.
crush,
Yeah, I get that. But it's a cartoon. You're 20-some. Like, come on. Who's your cartoon crush back in the day? I'll go first. Kim Possible.
That's a good one. Raven from That's So Raven.
That's not a cartoon.
Oh.
Are you serious, though?
No.
Oh. Dude,
yeah, even though...
cast is pretty messed up from That's So Raven. Did you ever see the Orlando Brown?
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
I genuinely feel bad for this.
Corey in the House guy?
No.
He was Raven's little brother?
Yeah, but that's not the guy that was...
He's pretty messed up, too.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's a TikToker.
Is he really?
Yeah, I saw him on TikTok. He seems like he's doing okay. I didn't know he was messed up. Which Disney star isn't messed up?
Dylan and Cole Sprouse.
Don't they have issues? That dude, one of them tweeted a picture of his wiener. His thing.
You gotta blurp a lot of stuff out. We're at 20.
But no, that's... Anyway.
I don't think that's too messed up. Because I feel like in our generation, that happens like every day. I never done it. I know you haven't ever done it. But at the same time, I hear so many other people talk about it.
If you had a twin brother and your twin brother did that, would you be kind of pissed? Because it's like he's putting your stuff out there too.
Oh, man. I'd be like, dude, why are you showing our piece? That's actually pretty funny. Like, dude, what the hell? Everybody knows what size we are. Everybody knows every inch in diameter our schlong is.
Twins, right? They look pretty different, though. I don't know if they're identical.
Yeah. No, they look pretty. I think they look pretty similar. I know there was one point where Zach was overweight. Remember that? Yeah.
He wasn't overweight. He's
chubby. He's a chubby kid. But the other one was like the skinny kid.
Overweight. What's wrong with you?
Sorry.
Pushing like 100 pounds. He's overweight. Anyway. I know you probably don't have much to say about this, but I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. The Zack Snyder cut of Justice League is coming out soon. Very soon.
Okay.
In fact, as of recording this, yesterday they were streaming, HBO Max was streaming Tom and Jerry, and they actually accidentally showed a part of the Justice League movie.
Really?
The new one, yeah.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it. It was trending on Twitter. But dude, I'm excited for this movie because Justice League sucked. Pretty bad. Did you ever watch it?
That's the one with Ben Affleck.
Yeah, but he played
Ezra.
multiple. Yeah, but they were in multiple. But yeah. Aquaman. There's Justice League. Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You saw that one?
No.
It was a horrible movie.
Is that bad?
Do you know the circumstances around the Snyder Cut?
Mm-mm.
So Zack Snyder was the guy who directed Man of Steel, which is the first Superman movie, Batman v Superman, and then he was directing this, and he had his daughter tragically passed away in the middle of it, so he stepped down, and they brought in the guy who directed the first Avengers movies, the first and second Avengers movies, Josh Whedon. He's also the guy who directed Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Anyways, he came in, he finished the movie. They did reshoots, they totally changed the whole vibe of the movie. The look, the vibe, it was pretty unfinished when Zack Snyder stepped down.
Mm.
So it wasn't the movie that Zack Snyder had originally started. And Josh Whedon came in, he caused a lot of issues. He caused a lot of issues on set. He was a lot of the cast, especially Ray Fisher, who's the guy who plays Cyborg, had a lot of issues with the way Josh Whedon ran things. So anyways, movie came out, huge failure. No one really cared for it. It didn't look good. Didn't have a good story. It was a waste. It was not good. So a lot of people for years were petitioning for Zack Snyder to be able to release his cut of the movie, which really didn't exist. He had unfilmed scenes. So anyways, Warner Bros. Gave him a budget to re-release the film on HBO Max. They gave him a budget to do reshoots, to fix the CGI, edit it, all that good stuff. What are you doing?
I'm listening, dude.
Anyway, so it's gonna be a 4-part series, 1 hour. So it's a 4-hour movie essentially.
Yeah.
They're releasing it in a series, and he's redone a lot of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the same movie. They reintroduced Jared Leto's Joker. Yeah. He was never in the original movie. They brought him back. Did you see what he looked like? Looked a little bit better, right?
Right.
So they significantly changed the movie, but it's the same movie. It's I don't know how I see so many people.
I get what you're saying.
They're releasing.
It's
like a director's cut of the movie essentially.
Yeah.
But he changed a lot. He added a new villain, brought back the Joker. So he's bringing in characters that weren't in the original one. He completely redesigned the whole character, the computer-generated image of the character, the villain, Steppenwolf. He looked horrible in the first movie. He looks pretty cool in this one. But it's the same movie. You know what I mean? I see so many people, they release the trailers, and so many people are like, oh, I can't wait to see Ben Affleck's arc in this movie. It's going to be amazing. It's no, we already saw his arc. We already saw this movie. So I'm struggling with it because I want to like it. I don't think there's any way it could be worse than the original Justice League because it was a bad movie. But at the same time, people are setting these ridiculous expectations. I think they think it's just going to be a totally different movie.
Yeah. Well, that sounds interesting. I think I actually might watch that.
So we've been flirting with the idea. We want to do a La Tonique Watches series. And I think that might have to be the first one we do. It comes out next week or March 18th, whenever March 18th is.
So elaborate on that project that you want to do for the audience.
So we want to do, I've been wanting to do something because I'm a huge film TV guy. Cade hates the kind of movies I watch.
I'm a big film and TV guy too, but yeah.
But you have a very different.
On the spectrum, we're totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cade likes these nuanced Sundance Film Festival movies that nobody's ever heard of. And I enjoy a good blockbuster.
Mm-hmm.
I like a good movie is a good movie. But anyways, we have so many cool people that work with us, that work for La Tonique. We want to do, probably be doing it once or twice a month. We're just going to pick a movie. We're going to have everybody watch, and we're going to have everybody give their input and their review because everyone's going to view it different, obviously.
Yeah.
And
we're
so
going to do a podcast
What's up?
It's gonna look like a podcast format, right?
It'll be a YouTube video. I'm probably
People
gonna
jump
edit
on
it
and
down
be
and
like,
condense
"Yo,
it down.
with Gucci." It'll be like it'll go into the culture section of the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look forward to that. I think.
Let us know if you want to join on that too. We would love outside guests as well.
Yeah, it'd be cool. That'd be awesome. The only reservations of doing the Zack Snyder Justice League thing is it's a 4-part series, so it's a month-long watch.
Mm.
So we, not everybody has HBO Max.
I just send out my code.
Get a company thing.
Tonique HBO Max.
Do you have HBO Max? Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you watch on there?
Sopranos, Curb Your Enthusiasm,
Okay.
other movies.
Did you finish The Sopranos?
Oh no, dude! I still got so much to go. There's 7 seasons, 13 episodes per season. They're like over an hour.
Oh.
So good. I'm actually, dude. I've actually watched all of Breaking Bad over again while I've been watching Sopranos. It's kind of crazy.
On top of that,
Yeah.
they just announced, which I'm super stoked about because it was up in the air. They just announced that they this week started started filming the last season of Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
And I remember because I know a guy who's like the assistant director on the show for Breaking Bad, El Camino, Better Call Saul. I talked to him, and he was like, "This was like mid-COVID. This is probably back in like July, August." And he was just like, "Yeah, the characters, like the guy that plays Mike,
Mike or
what's his name?
I don't know.
Anyways, the guy that plays Mike,
Mhm.
Ehrmantraut, they told me he said that like, yeah, I'm not gonna film this movie until there's a vaccine, until everyone's vaccinated. I won't go into Albuquerque to film. So they put it on production on hold for a while because it's already gonna be a year since the last season came out. So like the newer season without COVID would have been coming out probably now in February or March.
Mhm.
So that sucks.
Yeah.
And it's hard because Mike looks old. He's an older guy, and it's supposed to be like 8 years prior to Breaking Bad. It takes you out of it a little bit.
Yeah, watching it over again, because you know me, I don't watch stuff over another time unless I have to. Like, I'll do a one and done. But, just watching it and seeing how Walter regresses as a person and his character and how manipulated Jesse becomes and the
Poor
death
Jesse.
of...
Poor Jesse.
Yeah, and Mike, how he dies. I mean, Saul Goodman, dude, it's fucking intense. I forgot how good this show was.
It's such a good show.
It was worth watching it over again.
And you didn't watch El Camino for the longest time. Huh? Did you watch El Camino straight after you finished it?
No, remember I told you I watched El Camino right after I watched Better Call Saul 4.
Yeah, but you just finished Breaking Bad again?
Like, I'm almost, I got like 3 episodes.
You should go
like,
straight into El Camino.
Hank died.
Spoiler alert.
It's been out for like, how long?
Ozymandias.
7 years.
That's the episode you just watched? Everyone considers that the greatest episode of Breaking Bad ever.
Yeah. This is where everything changes. Like, literally, well, I mean, there's a lot of turning points in the season itself, but that is when everything for Walt collapses.
Yeah, poor guy.
Yeah.
That's when you start kind of feeling bad for him again. Because at first, you feel bad for the dude, then you kind of like, all right, this guy's a piece of shit, piece of crap. And then you just hate it. You hate him. He turns into such a good show, man. I love that show. I'm pretty bummed when Better Call Saul ends because that's also a very, very good show. A very underrated show.
I need to catch up on that.
But I'm excited for it, man. It's such a good show. This is my last opportunity to get on the show. I've been trying. I've auditioned to be on Better Call Saul. I used to act when I was younger, and I hate it. I don't even like talking about it. I get embarrassed. Go watch Conspiracy. I'm in it. Val Kilmer. Don't like it. I always hate people. I remember when I brought Sarah, my fiance, when I brought her around my family the first time. My Uncle Mark whips out his phone and starts showing her this movie. It's like I'm speaking Spanish. I just got hit by a car. I had like my long Justin Bieber hair. I was 12, 13 years old. I never watch anything I'm in. I'm always embarrassed.
Can you just give us a little bit of your line?
So I got hit by okay, so here's the story. Let me set the scene.
Do you want me to be your dad?
Can you speak Spanish? It was all in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, dude. All my scenes I had when I was younger were in Spanish because of my complexion. Right, it was typecasted. Isn't that pretty messed up?
So he tells you to go back into the house, right?
No, so I'm riding my bike.
Yeah.
Right, and they almost he's my dad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember his name. My dad is driving around with Val Kilmer, and they almost hit me. And he yells at me, and he's like, "Mijo." I don't even remember what he says. And I go, "Sí, papa."
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
See, I hate talking about it. Anyways, they come around later. I got hit by a car because I didn't listen. Mm-hmm. And it's so embarrassing. I remember I have like fake blood. Looks pretty bad. Like looks like fake blood. And I was supposed to be crying, but I was kind of like, looked like I had a little smile on my face. I was trying to hold it in. My dad has to carry me in the car. And I was like, I keep saying, lo siento, which means I'm sorry.
Okay.
Heartbreaking, dude.
Wait, and this wasn't like a high budget film, right?
Did you get chills? We'll just switch to the other camera.
Yeah.
Did you get chills just me describing that?
I watched it before. I can't remember. I just remember your one line that was like...
Did you ask if this was a high-budget film?
Sí, papa. Yeah.
No. No, it is not.
What was it called?
I don't want to say. So, I'm not going to say the name just because I don't want people watching. I don't even want to watch it myself. Mm-hmm. But this is something like I used to do when I was younger, but I don't do it anymore because I hate it. Because you've auditioned. It's awkward. It sucks. Yeah. But... anytime there's Better Call Saul, there's an opportunity to be on that show, be on it. I want to. I've gone to the audition, gone in a couple times, and it sucks because I've seen the show multiple times. I've watched it as many times as I can, and I see the guy that they picked instead of me, dude. Some schmuck.
Yeah, I mean,
they didn't deserve it.
Well, we kind of got to wrap it up here, but anyway, I want to talk more about that because, if you don't mind.
No.
So I remember sometimes your agent would give you some scripts from a film like in Santa Fe or stuff. And my mom always tries to get me to go audition for stuff too. I actually have a buddy. Did I tell you I had a buddy that was in Better Call Saul?
Oh.
He was my brother's roommate.
What did he do?
He was, you remember the Germans? They hired the Germans to build the underground
he was one of the guys?
lab. No, he's not one of the Germans. He's one of the security. So Mike, they're watching them in like this little thing. Yeah, he has lines. Yeah. So,
me. I could pull up my scripts right now, but I think I signed like an NDA or something.
Yeah. So, AJ would bring some of his scripts in. We would go over lines just for the fuck of it. Fuck, I keep guessing.
Anyway.
Oh, we're still paused. Oh.
No, we're not. Anyway. What'd you do?
I don't know.
All right, we'll just use these cameras for now. Because we are going to get close to the end. But I just don't like it, dude. My agent, I feel like a loser just talking about this. But anyways, my agent.
That's so cool. I think it is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But my agent stopped sending me this stuff because she would send me something, and if it wasn't like something cool, I just wouldn't do it. It's kind of a waste of time. But it sucks because they'd send it to you like at 8 o'clock at night. Be like, hey, you got to be there tomorrow at 1 p.m., 12 p.m. It's like, dude, I got stuff to do. I'm an adult.
Yeah. It's crazy because New Mexico is now becoming like a film mecca, you know. And we get a lot of people from, all over the nation to come here and try to get parts. Like I met my first year living here in Albuquerque. My neighbor was from Boston. She was trying to become an actor.
We have a buddy who left Albuquerque to go work to go to LA to work, which I thought was stupid, if I'm being honest. So how many people, that's the dream, right? You go to LA, try to be a superstar. How many people are like, I'm going to go to Albuquerque to become a superstar?
Probably not a lot.
But we got Netflix out here, and there's another studio that's going to be here.
Amazon.
Is it Amazon? No, well, Amazon's coming.
Yeah, I-25 Studios.
Huh?
We have I-25 Studios.
But like prolific ones. Like that other people would want to
Yeah.
I forgot what it is, but there's another big movie studio, like not Universal. I forgot what it was, but it's popping off out here. So if anybody wants an acting job,
let us know. Hit us
come
up.
talk to me because we don't know what we're doing.
All right, we'll probably wrap it up there. Well, I kind of want to talk about this a little bit. My audition, my one and only audition was for a student film with this girl that I was dating at this time, and I was supposed to play basically an asshole. God, we're gonna have to do so much bleeping. Anyway, so basically, I would go in, and I didn't. She gave me the script. I went out the night drinking after school, and I got so drunk. So I got there at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your character. This is actually
No, this is actually me. So I get there. They're like, do you remember your lines? I was like, no. They're like, do you need a script? I'm like, yeah. And I'm just so caught off guard because I'm like, oh, dude, this is the first time I'm doing this. So I'm like, my character is just kind of just mean. She thought I would be perfect for this role. Isn't that messed up? Anyway, so she was like,
lines?
Huh?
Do you remember your lines?
Kinda. It was they were kind of cringy too. I mean, it's a student film, but
it all is.
So they were like, I'm about to go on. I was a stand-up comic. I was like a mean stand-up comic, and this other person comes off stage, and I'm like,
wait, hold on. Give it to us how you did it.
All right. They were like, scene. Person walks off stage with the crowd and crickets, right? And I approach. Wow. Seriously? That was your routine? You turned that into a graveyard or something like that. That's probably not it, but I can't believe that. Your delivery was off. Everything was off. Your ambiance and your natural... I'm riffing this right now.
Dude, I got chills. That was amazing.
Yeah, it's just supposed to be mean, which is sometimes kind of easy for me.
No offense. I could see you playing that kind of character pretty well.
Yeah.
Again, not saying you're an asshole, but
I can be sometimes when I'm messing around with you or some other buddies, we're just busting each other's balls. We're just get really mean. Yeah. But you don't mean it. Yeah, some people aren't used to that, so they see it as kind of a really
you're just being a doucher.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
So yeah, it was pretty easy. I would have gotten the role, but
I like it.
It really gave the director a bad taste that I didn't go over my lines the night before.
Yeah.
So they were pissed at me, and I showed up super drunk or super hungover.
Hungover?
Yeah, I was dying, dude. I had toothpaste still in my face. It wasn't noticeable. It was on my lips. You know, when you brush your teeth and sometimes the toothpaste still on your lips.
Yeah, but I don't think. It happens. That's cool.
Anyway, so that's gonna be it for this episode of Airport Road. Like we said, we apologize. We haven't had any video content come out in a while, but hey, Know Your Balls podcast, episode 5. They're almost a quarter of the way caught up to us.
They're killing it. Avi and Robbie, Jacob helps us out with this.
We also got a new political podcast coming out of the political department of law, Tonique, hosted by Matt Spurrier, Robert D'Alessandro, and Ruth K. So make sure to go check this out and subscribe. We also have other video content as well that we haven't really addressed in a while, but a lot of good content. Make sure to keep up. Make sure to subscribe to the newsletter. You know what to do. The same routine. Check out Outfit Apparel. I think they're heading into their spring collection. Mm-hmm. I'm excited for that. You excited for that?
I'm excited, dude. They're going to have a huge sale. Clearance.
Make sure to hit that checkout.
Yeah.
Hopefully they hit more Easter colors, pastels. That'd be cool.
Throw some Chinese letters on there.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, so that's it for this one. And make sure to tune in to ABQ Solo Radio at TellABQ.com, where I will be on radio from 8:30 to 9:30 every morning and hear me talk about random stuff. All right, take it easy. Cheers.
Cheers, baby.
We're out.